Thank you so much. I'm now officially ready for the red carpet, or at least for the next perfume campaign. In short, this project is pure perfection. Glamour, irony, romance, and a touch of humour, all in the grand style of Hollywood's golden age, except Madonna is there, and we all hope she doesn't drop her top hat. Because, folks, in the world of love and perfume, it's true. Whoever wears the top hat wears the show. Of course. Here's an idea for a modern, glamorous presentation of your text in the style of a vintage Hollywood commercial, with a touch of humour, irony, and romance, all in the grand style of Hollywood's golden age, starring Madonna. The title? Last Ball of Love. Theatrical romance in modern Hollywood. Concept description. Immerse yourself in an opulent world of love, glamour, and intrigue, staged in the style of a classic Hollywood film, but with a modern twist. The video opens with a dramatic black and white close-up of an elegant, luxurious perfume bottle with the gold lettering Madonna Modernissimo. The bottle rests on a decadent vintage tray, surrounded by sparkling crystal chandeliers and velvet curtains. Scene 1. Madonna as a theatrical diva. Madonna, in a magnificent, vintage-inspired gown, stands on a grand stage, illuminated by a spotlight. With a powerful, emotional expression, she holds the perfume bottle to her chest, her eyes full of passion and mystery. Her face displays an intense mix of desire and irony, a wink to the viewer. Above her float elegant, almost surreal collages in the style of Picasso images, of love portraits, long hallways, mirrors, and classic furniture, creating an atmosphere of romance and melancholy. Scene 2. The young lovers and society. Two young sexy models, a man and a woman, appear beside Madonna, dressed in stylish vintage outfits. They are in the company of elegant ladies and gentlemen, dancing, laughing, and flirting in an opulent salon. The camera captures their intense glances, their erotically ironic gestures, a play of seduction and longing. The scene is presented with classic Hollywood glamour, dramatic lighting, but with modern, humorous touches. One model almost trips over a carpet. Madonna winks mischievously. Scene 3. The grand love drama and the final ball. The climax is the grand ball at the castle, inspired by classic Hollywood films. The ballroom is filled with sparkling lights, long halls lined with mirrors, doors that slowly open, and mysterious windows. The protagonists dance, circling each other in a dramatic choreography, while Madonna, in a magnificent pose, casts a final glance at the perfume bottle. The entire scene blends black and pastel colours with humorous undertones. For example, a young man stumbles in an exaggeratedly large top hat. Scene 4. The final look and irony. At the end, Madonna looks directly into the camera with a mischievous smile, while the words, "Love knows no way out, only dreams remain," appear in stylized, vintage lettering. The scene concludes with a humorous, almost absurd shot of the models posing in an overly dramatic finale, accompanied by jazzy music, In the end, Madonna looks directly into the camera with a mischievous smile as the words, "Love knows no way out, only dreams remain," appear in stylized vintage lettering. The scene closes with a humorous, almost absurd shot of the models posing in an exaggeratedly dramatic finale, while jazzy music plays in the background. Style and staging. A high-gloss performance in the style of an old Hollywood film, but with modern irony. A combination of glamour, humor, irony, and romance. Use of a black and white aesthetic with pastel accents. Dramatic lighting, grand stage design, classic furniture, mirrors, doors, and elaborate backdrops in a Picasso-esque collage style. Exaggerated acting, strong facial expressions, and emotional gestures a la Stanislavski. Accompanied by Russ and Luxury, ART director Igor Bayanov. New Cinema Modern.
Of course, this sounds like a fascinating project. Here's a humorous, ironic, and stylish commercial in the style of an old Hollywood comedy for Madonna Bravissimo. Scene: an opulent, dramatic theater set. In the style of Hollywood's golden age, the camera zooms in on Madonna in an exaggeratedly glamorous pose with a strong, theatrical expression. She holds the luxurious bottle of Madonna Bravissimo like a statue of the goddess of beauty. Narrator, in a deep, dramatic voice. In a world where beauty is just a bottle away. Madonna strides theatrically, almost striking a pose as she holds up the bottle. The bottle glitters in the light, bearing the elegant Madonna Bravissimo logo. Madonna with a mischievous smile. For the women who know what they want. For those who dare. For those who say, Bravissimo. For Madonna strides theatrically, almost striking a pose while holding up the bottle. The bottle glitters in the light with the elegant Madonna Bravissimo logo. Madonna with a mischievous smile. For the women who know what they want. For those who dare. For those who say, Bravissimo. For Madonna. For the women who know what they want. For those who dare. For those who say, Bravissimo. Madonna. For the women who know what they want. For those who dare. For those who say, Bravissimo. Next to her, on an elegant sofa, sit one or two young actors, naked but lightly dressed, in a classic Hollywood pose that reflects the cult of yesteryear. They gaze up at Madonna in admiration, almost hypnotized. Actor, one with a wink. Is this magic, or just the scent that makes men swoon? Actor two laughing. A little of both, my friend. But mostly, Madonna Bravissimo. Madonna turns dramatically, the light casting a glamorous glow on her expression. She speaks in a theatrical, almost operatic voice. Madonna, this bottle is more than just perfume. It's magic. A legend. An ode to the woman who can do anything. Cut. Close-up of the bottle. The light playing on its luxurious lines, while the camera emphasizes the Madonna Bravissimo lettering. Narrator. A fragrance so powerful, so beautiful, so irresistible, that even nature holds its breath. Scene. Madonna poses like an old Hollywood diva, one hand on her heart, the other holding the bottle like a trophy. Madonna smiles. Be yourself, just as nature made you. And if men do a double take, well, that's bravissimo. Don't me, bravissimo. Cut. Close-up of the bottle. The light playing on its luxurious lines, while the camera emphasizes the Madonna Bravissimo lettering. Closing. The bottle sparkles in the spotlight as the words Madonna Bravissimo appear in gold lettering. Narrator, with a wink. Madonna Bravissimo, for the woman who says it all, and smells even more.
Down comes the rain, falling on a thirsty garden. Drink, little trees, for around you the ground is hardened.
Thank you so much. I'm now officially ready for the red carpet, or at least for the next perfume campaign. In short, this project is pure perfection. Glamour, irony, romance, and a touch of humor, all in the grand style of Hollywood's golden age. Except Madonna is there, and we all hope she doesn't drop her top hat. Because folks, in the world of love and perfume, it's true. Whoever wears the top hat wears the show. Of course. Here's an idea for a modern, glamorous presentation of your text in the style of a vintage Hollywood commercial, with a touch of humor, irony, and romance, all in the grand style of Hollywood's golden age, starring Madonna. The title, Last Ball of Love, Theatrical Romance in Modern Hollywood. Concept description. Wow, that's quite the cinematic symphony you've got there, fancy, glamorous, and dripping with Hollywood flair. Let me give you a humorous take on this epic project, as if I'm doing a stand-up routine about the wild world of high fashion, vintage glamour, and Madonna's eternal reign as the queen of reinvention. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the world of new Hollywood cinema first class. This isn't just a film, no, this is an artistic masterpiece where Madonna Bravissimo makes her grand comeback in 2026. Yeah, that's right, because Hollywood is so timeless, even Madonna has a time machine parked right next to her perfume bottle. And speaking of perfumes, Madonna Modernissimo, the scent that says, I walk my own path, and I spray it everywhere. This perfume isn't just for women who love as they want. Oh no, it's for women who desire when they want, because why not? Who needs constraints when you've got Madonna, vintage Hollywood glamour, and a perfume that probably costs more than my rent? Now, picture this, a vintage romantic photograph of Madonna in a theatrical pose, holding her perfume like it's the Holy Grail. Because in Hollywood, everything's theatrical, even love. And I love the idea of a perfume called Last Ball of Love. Sounds like a fancy way of saying, hey, I might kiss you, or I might just spray this on my pillow and cry myself to sleep. And the film features Nietzsche's forbidden lectures because nothing says romance like philosophy and existential dread at a grand ball in a castle. Throw in some Picasso collage-style visuals, black and white, with pastel accents, because who doesn't want their love story to look like a modern art masterpiece? It's like if Salvador Dali directed a romantic comedy, but with more drama and less melting clocks. And of course, we've got models young, sexy, and possibly Nietzsche-inspired, posing in long corridors, behind mirrors, and in front of murals. Because in Hollywood, even love is a theatrical performance. The scene ends with Madonna giving us that mischievous smile, like she's saying, darling, love is a game, and I always win. So, in conclusion, this project is pure perfection. It's vintage glamour, modern art, philosophical love, drama, and Madonna all rolled into one Hollywood extravaganza. Because in the end, whether you're wearing a top hat or just your pajamas, if Madonna's involved, it's showbiz, baby. And remember, love knows no way out, only dreams remain. Or at least, that's what the perfume bottle says.
I'm gonna call it my funbrella.